Okay, so usually when I do my brows, I do them before I put on any other makeup. So actually, I take that back. I put on my, what do you call it? My lotion, my face lotion, moisturizer. And then I put on my foundation and then I do my brows. So I usually use my Anastasia Beverly Hills Dip Brow in the color Granite. So it's kind of like a black brown, and I use my all-time favorite brow pencil. I guess I should say after I found it, I've not really tried another one, but it is the Sephora Pro Brow Precision 20. And what I like about it is it's really pointy and thin right on this edge. A lot of other angle brushes I've used are like really thick right there, and I can't, for me, I really just like it a little more precise. So I put some product. I don't go directly in. I kind of swipe side to side to take my product. And yes, you will have a bunch extra on the sides of your brush. So then what I do is I wipe off the sides. Don't wipe off the tip. And I'm going to fill in my brows. So my brows, from excessive tweezing, one of them is actually pretty sparse underneath here. The other one over here is pretty filled in. So that one I don't have to do a whole lot of drawing, I guess. So I start at the front. I don't know. I guess I don't know the proper names for the brow. But I start up here and I make my line all the way back. So this is the brow that I have to do a little extra filling in on the bottom part. So there. So you can kind of see where I need to do the filling in. It's pretty light colored there. And my other brow does not look like that at all. So now I'm going to do the top. And this, so when I did underneath, I used the edge. And so when I did this portion, I used the edge of, or the end of the brush, and up here I'm going to kind of use the side. So I don't start all the way over. I like to go right where, when the eyebrow hairs start going this direction is where I start. And this I kind of do lighter than my underneath. So when I get over to the side of this eyebrow, I always scrunch my eyebrows because I feel like it helps me see a little better. I don't know, it might not, but it's just something that I do. So when I get to the tail end of the eyebrow, I do start using the tip of the brush again. which going like this is probably gonna give me wrinkles, but just gonna have to deal with them, I guess. Anyway, so there is the basic shape of my brow. So now I'm going to fill it in. And I am going to dip the tip of my brush in my product. And I'm going to start on the tail end and fill it in. So now you have to remember, brows I think are more of a preference. So it's however you like to shape your brow. This is how I shape and fill in mine. So start on the tail end. And now I'm going to fill in the rest underneath. And then the rest of my brow that you can see that's not quite filled in yet, I use the side of my brush and lightly fill that in. And then again, I use the tip of my brush and this line that we made here, we're going to pull up. Not too far, but just enough to kind of blend it out. And then we'll do a little more blending with the spoolie. So I'm going to take my spoolie and I'm going to brush my brow. And I don't go too crazy with this because I did most of my blending with my brush. So just go up in the front here and then just kind of brush it. So the next product I'm using is my MAC concealer in the color NW20. And I am using my Morphe M165 brush. It's just a larger angle brush. And I'm going to line the underneath part of my brow to make this guy extra sharp. Okay, so now, oh my gosh, I'm going to use a cheap sponge from Target. Whoa, not a beauty blender, we might die. Anyways, I just used the tip of this, the pointier part, to blend out that concealer so I don't have a big line right underneath my brow. And again, scrunching the brows so I can see. There. All done. With the concealer part. So now I'm going to be using my Anastasia Beverly Hills Clear Brow Gel, and I actually snagged this little guy in my Sephora Play box. I had been wanting to try it, but I've been using the MAC Clear Brow Set or whatever. So next up is my Anastasia Beverly Hills Clear Brow Gel. And I snagged this little guy in my Sephora Play box for the month of September. And I have to say I really like this stuff. I was using the MAC Brow Set in Clear, and this one, I guess, I don't know if the full size is different, but the spoolie on this is a lot, firmer. Is a lot firmer than the MAC version. So I am just going to use this to set my brows. And these little hairs I brush up, and then the rest of the hairs I just kind of follow that natural, however they lay. And there, done with the brows. So you can definitely see a major difference on me with my brows. So you can definitely see a big difference. So you can definitely see a big difference in my brows. Here is the here's the finished one, unfinished, and together. Oh my gosh, crazy.